Greetings, travelers. Did it freeze? Nope. You can guess what this is. Welcome back to Sam and Max. Yeah! I cannot remember where we're at. I think episode 4? Is it? Actually, no, 3. We're on 3, right? Yeah, first one was... Oh god, I can't even remember. The penal zone, and then the Tomb of Summon Mock, which that one was amazing. And this one is... Oh, we're still in the Devil's Playhouse. This is They Stole Max's Brain. If you guys remember from the end of the last episode, spoilers. Of course, why would you be watching this almost 30-something episodes in? Jesus, this series has been going forever. I don't know if this is going to be my longest series so far or not.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Dun dun dun! Based on a similar titled movie.
Little buddy?
Oh god.
No. No, 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 no. No!
What happened?
They killed Max.
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know. 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then bam! Out went the lights.
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Oh, God! Stolen from the desk of Flint Paper, intending to try interrupting the suspect's story with a question or threat. I am... Oh my god, if any of you guys remember the Dog Mendoza playthrough, I am not good at, like, interrogating. Fuck, I don't even know if I want to do LA Noir eventually, because I want to do all Rockstar games. And LA Noir, I don't know if I'll be able to play it properly. Whatever.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Really? Because I distinctly heard it more like a bam.
Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and or bamming sound, and,
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
Okay, so when you interrupt different parts of the suspect's story, you get different responses. Right interruption at the right time can break the suspect. Oh, God.
Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time.
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Wow.
Daya, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid. Afraid that he'd remove my brain, too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunk Ape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3. Mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get them.
Sometimes info from one suspect will help you break another. Remember to interrupt at the right time to get the info you need. Good luck. This is going to be difficult.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks.
I know Max is not... he is dead. Because, fuck, they've died multiple times, and I'm bringing him with me. But it's going to be so sad not having Max's, you know, like...
General Skunk.
Quip.
I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break.
All Night Dogs, open 20 hours, Pet Pavilion. What the fuck?
Hello, ugly.
Dogs, 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 dogs.
You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk-Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone.
Unjustly.
I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow, since Skunk-Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job, more suited to his...
You lie!
No, it's true! I've abandoned a life of violence and conquest for an honest, peaceful job as a sign spinner. See?
Ah, yes. So, where were we?
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs of this gloriously filthy metropolis.
Okay, good. I think I need to listen to things.
But where's Skunk Ape?
I already told you. I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk-Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow. Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny Earth bullets, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Where were we?
Since Skunk-Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job with more...
Reevaluating your life choices? What does that even mean?
Skunk-Copy's defeat made me take a really hard look at myself. Honestly, is there anything more pathetic than a middle-aged space gorilla waving his blaster around the galaxy like some kind of teenager?
How about a dead partner?
The only way to break the cycle was to just walk away. Now I have a wonderful job as a sign spinner and a girlfriend in the village, and I don't even have to shoot anyone.
How nice for you.
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the Rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Vinny and Viti in the Latin Quarter.
Is there a Vici? Okay, I got through that. Okay, I'm not sure how far this is all gonna go, but this is interesting.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still,
get
there
that checked.
wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in this city.
Like, every single one of these episodes so far has been so unique. So it's like, I can't, I'm not unhappy by this. So Frankie the Rat, I wonder if he has anything to do with Jimmy.
Hey, Rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Spill!
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and Todesnacks and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach with the jellyfish on the water skis. Anyways, so I grabbed the tourist and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain.
Sure, hide behind your crates and wait for someone else to do something. But one day, the violence in the streets is gonna spill over the gutters and stain your pretty white socks with the blood of the innocents.
Socks? I don't got any socks. I'm a rat.
And don't you forget it.
So now what?
One more time. What do you know about my partner's brain?
It's like I was telling you. I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles. Square! Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
Okay.
Frankie the Rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
So I could have easily just ended that conversation quickly, not heard any of that. So I think I'm going to let the conversation go through and kind of just play with it after. Oh, who is this going to be?
Oh! Ah!
Someone new.
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
Ooh, an American police shakedown! How thrilling!
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah.
Dirty lion rat.
You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle
What?
of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg. Might have been more of an Ödeler Spuckenfreundl affair. But I digress. After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else?
What?
I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. Maybe I am mistaking the Friendly Rat's directions.
Let's hear your sad little story again.
Very well. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful.
Another lost soul on the highway of life, forced to get directions from the rats at their feet.
Excuse me? I'm afraid I don't understand your greedy American metaphors and allusions. Ausgewählt? I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg. Might have been more...
Liar!
Nein, nee, it really was a Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg. But more like a kleine Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg. But anyway, after the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else? I'm starting to think that this is...
What?
Ibble-skibbled. It's a common European word that describes the feeling of my disorientation combined with nagging doubts about a rat. Honestly, what do they teach you Americans in your schools?
Video poker!
So, what else would you like to know?
Let's hear
can
your
leave,
sad
but-
little story again, from the top.
Very well. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and
Hurry it up.
I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg.
Then what?
Okay.
After the fight moved on, you know what else? I'm starting to.
Let's threaten him.
Is that one of your famous American handguns? Fascinating. We don't have any of these in Europe, you know. Shall I continue?
Yeah. I like how it actually grays him
Let's
out.
hear your.
Very well. You know, back in Europe, I had so many
You lie.
You're right. It was more like 57 minutes ago. Yeah, but you American police are stinklers. Anyhow, Gun, I was about to give him a tip for. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an ödeler Spokenfreundlich.
Ultra super color. What now?
Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar. So, where was I? Oh, yes. After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pocket. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually...
Liar.
Moi? Lie? How dare you make such an accusation without a shred of proof? When I get back to the hotel, I will report you to the European consulate at once.
Fine.
Fine. No, where was I? Oh, yes.
Okay, let's go through this one more time.
Sad little story again. From the top.
Because I feel like
Very
I'm...
well. You know, back in Europe, I had so many
Museum district.
See, yeah. As a child in Europe, I always dreamt of visiting your city's famous museum district with its Institute of Incomplete Technologies and Hall of Filthy Arts. It's a little more underwhelming than it appeared in my schulbooks. Any Flugen, I was about to give him a... At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an...
A hard rain's coming, pal. And when it comes, you're gonna wish you were only in a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg.
Your grimness is depressing, but something must be getting lost in a translation. So, as I was after the fight moved... You know what else? I'm starting
Let's try
to...
Noir
It's a
again.
strange land, all right. Strange and dark and twisted and...
Please stop! I'm already stupid enough.
Sorry.
De nada. Anything else?
Okay, we're gonna leave now. I think I've wasted enough time.
People in this country are so intense.
The tourists seemed like just another victim circle in the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
Okay. Ah. Okay. So... Yeah. Alright, let's go back to the sign spinner.
I'm back! Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the pit. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundary.
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember when you and your partner defeated my leader, the magnificent General Skunkape, by trapping him in the penal zone?
Oh yeah, that. So?
As I was saying, since Skunkape's imprisonment,
Okay.
abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, though. Are you trying to
Maybe.
You are...
It's the same thing.
Where were we?
Enough about... Yes, the rat. He certainly seemed...
You lie! There is no rat!
Excuse me. Have you seen this city? There's rats everywhere.
Alright.
But where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I'll never forget his final terrified howl.
You're lying!
No, I'm not. I haven't seen the general, and I defy anyone to say otherwise.
Go on.
As I was
Okay.
since Skunk abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling, though.
Let's try Noir.
You can't reevaluate your way out of fate, chump. We're all headed for a pine box and a boilerplate eulogy. And you can't change that any more than a tiger can change his pants.
You possess a very depressing worldview.
It comes with the territory when someone cuts out your partner's brain.
But enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat.
Tell me more.
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the Rat. He traffics in stolen...
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of...
Alright, let's go back to the rat.
Hey! Don't you want to know about our baby iguana seal?
No! Okay, let's go back to Frankie the Rat. He's passed out.
Frankie, what do you know?
I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and dvortisnaks and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach.
You lying, dirty rat!
No, really, it was a space ape and some dweeb in a goofy hat. Anyway,
Goofy
so
hat,
I
you
grabbed
say.
the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain.
You lie!
Hey, Sam, I never lie about my cowardice. I'm really proud of it. So now what?
We try that again.
One more time. What do you know about...
It's like I was given...
To the museum?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlaut.
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. Annoy for some people. Trampling a rat's God-given merengue.
Do you want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European, wearing his fancy sock. What? You know, the bad side of town. Hoboville, Flemberg, Broken Corners, that area. Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind the crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was...
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunk Ape.
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know, honest. Ask anybody.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I'll be back, most likely. Let's go back to
Something
Sign
Frankie said
Spinner.
about the tourist was sticking in my craw like a spoonful of peanut butter, chunky style.
Oh, I wanted chunky peanut butter and jelly. I haven't had that since I was a kid. Some Reese's chunky. Oh, that'd be so good.
I'm back. Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly...
Yeah, shut up.
Never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow...
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunk Ape and some other guy. Now make with the lip flapping and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkape came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a common Venusian bonobo as the General and his prey skirmished. After the General and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry. Nope.
What's that? A brain remover?
I believe it's one of the toys of power that my general has been collecting for the past 25 Kryleks.
I knew that. Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkapi's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the General, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my General's side these past few hours. I wonder if he'll...
I thought you were a sign-spinning pacifist now.
I was, but the sight of the General pummeling that stranger rekindled my hours dormant lust to conquer the galaxy at his side.
Rhinoplasty.
Give me that toy!
No! I need it to get back in Once I reach... Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my general's side.
You're lying!
About what?
Okay, we're gonna do the rhinoplasty
Give me
again.
that toy!
No! Once I... Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my general's side these past...
Huh. You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunk Ape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my general's side ever again.
And I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either. I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul to join me as I gazed into the abyss. Finally, a clue. The last time we saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was gonna lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Crimetron, do your stuff!
Oh god, I forgot about them. Carol.
What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue-finding.
Okay. I'm gonna end this episode here. This is off to a very, very interesting start. I can't say how much I fucking love this series any more than I already have. Every time, like, season 3 has been fucking amazing. And I can't wait to see where it takes me next. Not only do we still have the rest of season of episode 3, we still have 2 more surprises waiting for us after that. Yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I sure am. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.